All right, thanks a lot, Carly. Hey, do you want to win July 4th? Do you want to be the coolest dad on the block, a grill master, a champion? Todd from Plowboys is telling me how to make a tri-tip, something I hadn't even heard of, but it's amazing. Where do you want to start with this, Todd?
Well, first of all, this is a cut that we don't really know a lot about here in the middle of the country. This is a traditional California cut. Santa Maria, California. It's usually cooked over open fire, and it is a cut that comes from the sirloin. So the sirloin is the front shoulder of the steer, and on the kind of bottom of that is this triangular muscle. We call it tri-tip because we have 1, 2, 3 tips.
Yep.
And it really cooks a lot like a steak. Now, you're starting to see this more and more in the Midwest. You can find it at Costco and Sam's Clubs typically, but there's a great meat shop up in Liberty, Casey Uppercut, that you can find these there. They've got prime, and they've got a Japanese akaushi, which always sounds like I'm sneezing, but and it is it's a Japanese similar to a Wagyu, but you can see on the raw one here that we've got grain going 2 different directions. We've got muscle fibers going this way, but then on this side, we've got it going this way. So when we go to slice the final product, we're going to remember that and make sure that we kind of slice against the grain on both pieces.
I was going to ask why that's noteworthy.
Yeah.
Aside from just being interesting.
So,
and does that have any impact on the flavor, having grains going?
It impacts the flavor a little bit, but it really impacts the chew and the tenderness of how you cut it. It's like a brisket. If you slice against the grain on a brisket, it's going to be tender. If you slice with the grain, it's going to be tough. You almost can't chew it. So slicing against the grain is going to be really important. So we're going to treat this like a steak.
Okay.
Just like a ribeye. In fact, it will cook about the same time as a ribeye will cook. And we're going to do what's called a reverse sear. There's a forward sear, which means we're going to put it over hot coals first and sear the outside and then let it finish. Or a reverse sear, where we're going to set up the grill with a hot zone on one side and a cool zone on the other. We're going to take the steak or the tri-tip and put it on the cool zone and let it come up gently.
Wow.
Now, it's called a reverse sear. And then once it gets to 110 to 115 degrees internal temperature, we're going to take and put it over top of that hot fire, those hot coals or gas, and we're going to finish it off and sear it that way. What that does, and we'll see it here, is it allows the beef to cook kind of inside out.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen
reverse sear.
If you've ever seen a steak that's pink in the middle and gray around the edges, that's because it got cooked a little too hot on the outside. This is going to be even all the way through.
We got about a minute left here, Todd. I just want to give you a sense of where we're going.
There we go. We just kind of cut.
You're cutting.
We've got grain this way and grain that way.
And now you're cutting against the grain yet again.
Now
the
I'm gonna
tri-tip.
And we're going to serve this with some chimichurri, with some fresh herbs, and very Argentinian style. So there you go. You can see we've got a great sear.
Right.
And we can take a little of this chimichurri.
Oh my goodness, Todd. Oh, I couldn't. I shouldn't, but I will.
You should. You absolutely should. A little red wine vinegar and olive oil and herbs. Beautiful stuff. And we'll be back right after this.
Todd from Plowboys, anything you want people to know about how to find you or any of that jazz?
Yeah, so we have rubs and sauces that are sold all over the world, and you can find them here at a lot of the Price Shoppers, especially barbecue stores like American Fire and the Kansas City Barbecue Store. So go check us out.
It's such a great segment, Todd. I didn't know about a tri-tip. I didn't know about a reverse sear. Now I know all these things, and I'm enjoying this.
There you go. Well.
All right. As Todd just said, we will be right back after this.